Hey folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. There's a welterweight world championship unification fights coming up this Saturday. If you can sense a degree of surprise in my voice, it's because it actually had slipped under my radar. I, for some reason, was thinking about April the 19th, the Ryan Garcia show, and my brain had addled itself, and I thought that the Boots Ennis fight was taking place on that card. These things happen when you get older, right? Anyhow, the Boots Ennis fight is taking place this coming Saturday, April the 12th. So let's just break it down and let's see who we think might prevail on the night. So like I say, it's welterweight. It's a unification. Jaron Boots Ennis, who's 27 years old. He's born and raised and fights out of Philadelphia. He is the IBF welterweight champion. Many people think, and I would be one of those many people, that Boots Ennis is probably the best welterweight in the world right now. He's certainly rated by BoxRec as #1 in the US and #1 in the world. He's got an exemplary record, 33-0-0, 29 of those 33 by way of. He stands 5'10" tall. He's got a 74-inch reach, and he's big for a welterweight. This is the one caveat that we'll talk about in a little while. He's fighting Eimantas Stanionis, who's the WBA champion. Also got an excellent record. 15-0-0, 9 by way of. So that's about a 60% knockout ratio. Boots Ennis obviously higher. Stanionis is 30 years old. And he's from Lithuania. So on paper, it looks like two unbeaten fighters. Stanionis is a slightly smaller man. In fact, quite a bit smaller, really. He's 5'8" to 5'10", 68-inch reach compared to Boots Ennis' 74. But still, unbeaten fighters. It should be a close fight on paper. The bookies don't think so. The bookies are favoring Boots Ennis, decimal odds, 1.21, Stanionis 4.50. Let's deal with the slight caveat with Boots Ennis. He's a big welterweight. He might struggle to make weight. If that is the case, then it's possible that he could struggle in the fight because he'll be weight drained. Something that clearly is never going to happen to me. I seem to be gaining all the weight that anybody else is losing. Anyhow, that's the only caveat I've got about Boots Ennis, is can he make weight and still be the welterweight that we have become accustomed to? The caveat or criticism of Stanionis is a little bit bigger in my view, and that's to do with inactivity. Now, if we look at Boots Ennis, he last fought in November of 2024. Before that, it was July of 2024. Before that, it was July of 2023. And before that, it was January of 2023. Now, Stanionis last fought in May of last year, so May of 2024. Prior to that, it was April of 2022. Prior to that, it was August of 2021. Prior to that, it was April of 2021. So he's had periods of inactivity. And as I think many of us would agree, periods of inactivity do not, generally speaking, help a fighter. A fighter's supposed to keep their tools sharp. Now, you can do that through sparring and working out, but really, rounds in the fight keep the tools sharper than anything else. So that's my concern with Stanionis. My view, this is a Boots Ennis win. I'm prepared to say that I expect to see Boots Ennis stopping Stanionis about round 7 or 8. Let me know what you think, and please leave your comments in the comment section below. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Most importantly, have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. Cheers.